we got a very special introduction by the Tito, the baseball whisperer, and the basketball ranter. Say hello, Tito.
Hello! We are live in beautiful Willoughby, Ohio with the Game 5 Cavaliers post-game recap. Here joining us in the panel, we've got Nick Newman. And, of course, Scotty Too Hottie. And
you.
we are Dog Fight Sports, here to recap your Game 5 Cavaliers situation.
Yes. We got bounced like a basketball.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Tito.
Thank you,
Tito's
Tito.
got to run away. He's got some other commitments.
Yep.
And so we're going to rap about not only the Cavaliers Game 5, but also the Cavaliers whole season. So, Game 5, would you say it was a disappointment?
Yeah, well, they showed a little teeth, but, it just felt like they packed it in. I don't know. It's missing. I'm looking at it two different ways. How are we going to go forward with this? What's going to happen?
No.
But the Game 5.
How are we going forward? Come on,
I
Scotty.
don't know.
We
Game
need
5.
a rant from you.
Fuck
How
it,
did
we
Game
lost.
5
I'm
go?
mad. I'm mad we lost. We knew it was coming, but I was just hoping we could stretch it to 6 or steal another one. But, I'm just pissed that we didn't win another one. But obviously, I'm probably more grateful that we just didn't get swept. At least we won one, and we showed that we had some promise.
That's right. We showed some teeth.
Yeah. Screw it. It's over. I just hope that this is not Donovan Mitchell's last, hurrah, that we didn't even see it. Does the coach want to stay? Do we want the coach?
Bickerstaff or Bitterstaff?
Yeah, I think he's going to be gone.
Hey, we got a new man on the panel here.
Yeah.
A big warm welcome to Richie Rich.
Thank you much.
Rich,
Hey.
welcome back.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
That's right.
Welcome
Welcome back. Our
Thank you.
our gambling extraordinaire.
Yes.
So, what was the gambling aspect of this game? Was there any good action, and did you take any action?
I stayed away from it. It was the odds were a little too. You'd win pennies on a dollar.
Yeah.
What was the? Were the Cavs a 15-point dog?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Hard to bet when they're a 15-point dog and they don't have three of their major players.
Might even be 16.
Now, sometimes you got to
Yeah.
bet in the middle of the game. Sometimes you got to bet before the game even starts.
Yeah, it was only a 6-point deficit at halftime.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So, Richie
Yeah.
Rich, how you been keeping up with the Cavs? Not just this game, but for the whole playoffs, this series and beyond.
I guess they were did not win convincingly in the first series, which people thought they would.
Yep.
Yeah,
So true. But they still pulled it off. And, for
I'm
tonight,
I'm worried Donovan's not going to come back.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
he's
talk
gone.
of the town. Donovan might have played his last game in a Cavaliers uniform, and
But
we didn't
then-
even get to watch him play today.
But then again, I just saw an article on Facebook that said LeBron gave him confidence that he's coming to Cleveland.
Okay, we're getting into the
Like just-
LeBron theories already.
Yeah.
LeBron did sit courtside. What was that? One of the last couple of games.
Yeah.
And
Game
LeBron
4,
showing his
yeah.
face, especially courtside. I think he's sending a message. I'm interested in this team.
And then maybe a son, too.
Oh yeah, Bron and Bronny. What do you
Yeah.
think about that, Scotty Too Hottie? Bron and Bronny, the prospect of them coming to the
it
Cavaliers.
seems great, but I think the James family is committed to L.A. full hardcore because it's obviously a bigger market. But he's got a house out in Bath. He's maintained it. That's their first home. He's from Akron. I would
true.
love as a player. I thought there was a deal struck with him and Gilbert that James is going to be the next owner of the team of the Cavaliers.
Oh, wow.
I go this deep with it, but as a player, you can't suggest or do anything with ownership because it's supposed to be separate for whatever reasons.
Yeah,
but I think he's going to be the
conflict
next. I wouldn't mind just bring him back. You got
some
the
capacity.
Michael Jordan of the supposedly the NBA era, but he's definitely the Michael Jordan of the Cleveland era of any basketball. So fuck it. If he
Yeah.
wants to come home to the team, I'll welcome him with open arms.
I agree.
It's like what's he gonna do? Leave us again? Ooh,
For the
cares?
third time.
Yeah, LeBron's like a
Fourth time. I don't give a shit. Get the hell. I don't give a hell what you do, dude. But that guy's like, You know, he's
He
obviously
could do
a legend.
whatever he wants. Yeah, basically.
He's got more money than God.
And
but-
he's
Yeah.
so let's put it to you this way: he's the all-time leading scorer in NBA basketball games. So that's all you need to know. Go walk in the Cleveland, own the team. This Gilbert ain't gonna run around forever.
Did he
Yeah.
pass Lewis Cinders?
He's dead. He's just too dumb to fall over. But
Oh, God.
He's going to go for eternity.
We were praying for your health, Dan
right,
Gilbert.
we love you, Dad. Thank you. Thanks for helping everybody with the home loans and all that good stuff. But God Almighty, just give the team to LeBron. Please get him back here.
Well, did
just
that-
be like it's your team.
Did
Bring
that
your son,
work
everything.
when it was the Michael Jordan era when he became the partial owner for the Hornets?
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Well, but he was a North Carolina native, and he went through, he would play for the Tar
Tar
Heels
Heels,
out
yeah.
there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like, it was a natural progression. And then he was like with the Chicago for that thing, and he did his little like final run in Washington, and then
Yeah.
And he also did the baseball.
right,
Oh, boy, don't
yeah.
get me started on that.
That was
Yeah.
great. That was great in his gambling days. How did that work out?
Yeah, the
Gambling.
gambling days. That's right. Yeah, did he really take a break for baseball? Or I don't want to be too
Oh, no.
controversial on this show, but
I'll
He
just
was
come back with
probably
the
gambling.
Washington Wizards or whatever. Bullets or whatever the fuck they were called.
What a
back
surprise. Yeah.
then.
but my point was MJ any good when he became the partial owner down there in Charlotte? Because I think that team was pretty bad.
Yeah, they've been dog balls and they've been, fucking dumpster juice for years. I will say that. But you know what? The guy owns a basketball team. What could you say? And he deserves it. And,
No playoffs.
hey,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
get-
just
he
because
get
you're a
some
superstar
investments.
doesn't mean you're going to be a good owner. So, like, let's pump the brakes a little
Okay.
bit. Like, let's not say LeBron come here and be the owner because he could pull another MJ and be like, he was a great player, greatest of all time, but then came to ownership. He didn't know what the hell was going on.
Well, he wants to be
Yeah,
greatest
it's
of
a
all
whole nother
time.
ball
and
game.
There's that outlet thing. You're going to be the greatest owner of all time. I'll help you out, James. Give me a holler.
All right, well, there you go. If you got Scotty on your team, then you
That's
can't
it.
lose.
You ain't going to fail. You will not fail.
We got a great podcaster to help you out here.
Great podcaster. He's a sports extraordinaire.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll drink you under the table, and he'll make you cry from his beautiful harmonica.
Right. and I know business.
What a combination of
Right.
great things. Yeah.
No, but
Rich, if you come on the show a lot more, we'll get you a nice little intro, too.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just want to say, just wrapping up the Ron thing real quick and stuff. Can you just imagine if this guy was on the team with the roster he had, and and to pick somebody at the bottom of the
Donovan.
bench and just boot him out, and James with the roster we have right
Well, it
now.
would never be like that because you got to give up something if you want to get
Well,
something.
that's the wingman. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they give up the whole. It was about
I think
Fucking
we
10
could.
guys at the
I
end
think
of the
we
bench.
should probably get rid of Darius. I don't think he's.
You don't like Garland?
no.
Yeah.
He's going to be here long term because they're the hardcore. They're the
Oh,
and the Evan Mobley's going to be here. I mean, I mean,
Darius seems too unpredictable.
well, I'm going to say one thing
Yeah.
about Darius this year. It's like he was good. He was an all-star first year. He broke his jaw. He's been eating his meals through straws. I know that's
boy.
excuse, but everybody's targeting him. He's got other people protecting him. The guy's hugely valuable. I'm not saying he's like
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving valuable, but the dude's a good player. He
Shades,
really
shades
is.
of Kyrie Irving because that was
Yeah, he
I
has
was-
glimpses of Kyrie.
right.
Right.
So I was rewinding the clock. I was looking back, and I was doing some nostalgic goggles when the Cavs went down 3-1 in the finals, and then they came back from the biggest deficit there was. And I was like, okay, what do we need out of the Cavs to win this game? And back then in that final series, that Game 5, we had 41 from two different players. We had
Yeah.
41 from LeBron and 41 from Kyrie. So I was
Yep.
like,
Exactly.
all right, who's going to step up on our team?
Yep.
Who's going to get 41? And like, we were, passing around as a team effort, but we weren't able to get 41 from 2 different players. So,
Yeah, and it's
unfortunately, we weren't able to force Game 6, and
Yeah.
Could
we're
not,
all disappointed. But
could not
like,
extend this series.
Yeah.
They got to think of it. There's one aspect you got to look at for when you're doing basketball, especially during the regular season and in the playoffs. How many rotation man you're going to go? You're going to go 7, 8, 9, 10. What are you going to do? Because you can only cycle so many people out. There's only so many minutes to go around, and then
And you
people
need
are getting injured. Then you got to go to. This is a 15-man bench. You got to go to guy 11, guy 12. And this is like
and you always need a decent production from the bench.
Right.
Yes,
You have
yes.
to have people that stepping out of the clear blue. You need team players. They don't need to be the flash, the scorer. They need to be the guys blocking and setting picks in the lanes and stuff like that, so the other guys can work. And
Working
the
the
Cavs
paint, yeah.
the Cavs just got wore down. They've been beat up all season. I hate making excuses for them, but because we're eliminated, it was a good tough effort. You look at it. There's 30 teams in the NBA. We were like in the number 8. We're top 8.
Okay,
So,
top 8.
top
that's all
eight,
right.
So you got to kind of look at it that way. We won a fucking playoff series, although we
Being
run
down
through
two important
right.
pieces. Was,
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
You think about it like almost like from the 3 and stuff. Then everybody's gimping and limping along, and it's just like I get it, but it's just like it just seems like we need more structure. We need to get tougher, and we need some more strength. Yeah, I
Now,
like a
what do
bully
you-
team. I like a
What do you
bully team.
think about the performance from the bench
Huh?
from the Cavaliers this series and the whole playoffs? You see some good spark from the bench, or is the bench kind of a little bit of a lackluster
just
bench?
kind of
Karis LeVert seemed to have a good production
or all the
past few games.
Levert, Okoro, a couple of the other guys I was asking, like, who the hell is this guy? And
right. The guys that are there because people are injured and stuff. But the bench, it was like kind of like if you look at the Cavs of the past, it kind of was like adequate. Nothing is like stepped out at you to make it like over the wall top, and you get a game here or a game there. So they didn't blow me away.
the reason why I asked about the bench is because I was watching a different sports show earlier today,
Yeah.
and they were proposing a trade. They said basically, I won't go through all the different names they said they wanted to trade away, but they're essentially like, let's trade anybody of value for our bench and try to acquire a superstar. I think the name that came up was Paul George. Like, let's get Paul George. Let's give up
I did
basically
see something
half
about
our
that.
bench and maybe like a first-round pick in 2031.
Well, there's about 2 or 3 things that have to happen with this. One, it has to be a destination. For a lot of free agents, Cleveland's not on the top of the list to go to. It's not as cool as New York or Miami
the
or
weather
LA.
sucks mostly.
Or
Well,
some
they're playing
places in
indoors.
Texas. Right. Well, but,
or for after
during the
game.
winter.
No,
Right,
okay,
during the
they
winter,
want to
you
go
gotta
out to the
stop
ground.
Yeah.
Right.
They
So,
want to go
yeah.
down to Miami
Yeah.
City, where the heat is
Right.
on all night on the beach to the break of dawn.
So
Yeah.
let's take that into consideration. But when James was here, people want to come to a destination because they want to come play for a winner. So that attracts your free agent market. And then you have to look at the salary cap, but you can retain your stars now for max value. That's why I like keeping
Very
like Evan
true.
Mobley and Garland is essential
Mobley and
because
Garland, that's
we
right.
drafted them. They're home left. Mitchell, he could come and go. We just inherited his contract through Utah through a trade.
So do you think that
he's
the
got
Cavs,
the option.
Do you think the Cavs team, how it is now, is not attractive enough to bring in another star?
Well, no, unless we trade for him. You think fucking if you ask Donovan Mitchell,
Like
would you want to come to
50-50.
Cleveland? Where would you like to go, Donovan? And he's like, oh yeah, Cleveland's the top of his list. Fucking bullshit. He got
Well, he
traded
didn't
here.
have a
He
choice.
signed a max deal. in
Yeah.
Utah. Right. So he's here, but now he has a choice. But
like 50-50
technically,
if he
what's going to
comes
happen
back.
with Mitchell is we could keep him all next
Oh, hold
year.
on there,
He
hold
can
on
do
there.
whatever he wants, right? But if he doesn't want to stay and he doesn't want to be here, you're not going to get more for him unless you trade him right now or
We're not
whatever.
trying to trade away. We're trying to trade for. Let me get to Richie Rich on this. So do you think that the trade market is conducive enough in Cleveland that we could trade away some of our role players, some of our pieces, and we could bring in a star such as Paul George?
I think it's very possible.
Now, what fucking players do we have? You see in the playoffs. Who the fuck wants these thirds? Yeah, take my diarrhea
I
and
guess
give me a
Strus-
star. Yeah, well, that'll
We
work.
do have
I
some
got
decent
5
three-point
bags of
shooters.
diarrhea. You
Well,
could
you're
have
talking
them.
diarrhea. He's talking Struce is valuable. So what do you
Yeah.
get on Struce?
He said
He's a solid 10.
key 3-pointers.
Okay, so you think Struce would be good for trade bait?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was so good. The
And,
Miami Heat, who was in the
Dieng,
the championship, they wanted to
Georges
sign him.
Dieng, he also had
Niang?
Yeah.
he had some decent.
Who did he play for last year? The 3 teams. None of
Decent.
them wanted him.
Oh.
Bringing them up here like there's something good. They're turds. Ain't
Well,
nobody
a
gonna
trade,
accept
you
turds.
gotta trade away
Let's
something
gonna be
for
honest
what
with
you
you.
want. Like
Yeah,
you give
Sam
up
Merrill
something for
has
something.
more value because he was unearthed. Who the hell is this guy?
Oh,
taking
I
shots?
forgot about
Right.
Sam.
No,
Murray.
he
We
was hot
signed
in the
Dean
beginning.
Wade. We signed Dean Wade, because he had internal value, but nobody's going to give him like that 4-year, $48 million deal. And then what did he do? He won a game or two, and now he's always hurt. And you're going to trade, package all that shit up for a fucking superstar. I will trade it right now. I'll authorize that trade. But no
All right,
fucking
Let's
team's
get
gonna
Paul
do it.
George.
No
Scotty's
team's
gonna
going to do
authorize
it.
it.
No team will do it. Why would they go? Let's give you somebody.
Well,
that
they
could
might
be
need
a-
depth.
Yeah, but
Detroit will do it.
Do we got a message over here?
Detroit will do it.
That's just
Can we
me.
check it real
Yeah,
quick?
we can. That's
'Cause I think we got
somebody
another-
hollering at me.
We
But
got another couple of podcasters that might be coming in,
Cool.
so I want to make sure to make
Oh,
room
awesome.
for them.
Oh
what
yeah.
does that say? I threw my glasses earlier. And
Let's see. Hunter says
No, what the fuck? Now I'm hard and shit.
he's not coming now, but it'll come later. So it's
Fuck,
going to be us
yeah.
three for a little bit
Fuck
longer.
you, Hunter.
Get some FaceTime. For
You're like
Richie
the
Oh
Rich.
Yeah.
yeah.
You
And
like
Kyle's at Trieste Anastasio show.
Oh, okay.
The lead
Kyle and
singer of
Hunter
Fish.
are like the Cavs. They didn't show up.
Oh, shots
Damn,
fired.
throw the hammer
Guys,
down.
you go hang with Niang and Struce and all their bums who also didn't show up. A bunch of fucking bums. You know, just make your points and get your rebounds.
They're over at the dance club. They're over
Oh,
at the dance club. We're over here at the Talk on the Sports Show.
got some nice techno music going there.
Boots and cats.
I
boots
like
and
it.
Cats. Well, yeah, I guess I wanted to kind of get to the whole Cavs season as a total because we're looking at this one game and obviously didn't go the way we want, but in total, how was the whole Cavs season? Because they started out hot, and then they really faded after the All-Star break, and they kind of limped into the playoffs. They did win the first playoff series without LeBron since 1993. I think that's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, that is a good
That might have saved some people's jobs, but this series we stole one away, but we couldn't take care of it at home. So going down 3-1, that's almost a death knell.
Yeah.
They looked so good in game two. It's like they gave everybody hope. It's like,
Losing Donovan was
Yeah,
a
it's
death
like-
sentence.
Jeez, what more can the guy do? He was
Yeah.
like Donovan
Pass the ball.
versus
He did.
Celtics.
Pass the ball, that's what he could do.
Yeah.
He almost
Well, I got a
scored half
message.
the points.
Oh, it's the Cavs
For a lot
team.
of
Hold
them.
on real quick. Yeah. Yeah, your flight's all booked. You're going to go to Miami, and then everybody can go to their cruises. Your luggage is ready. You don't have to come back to Cleveland. Just leave straight from Boston. It's all there in Miami. And then go oh, sorry. I'm not a podcast. It's all good. Thanks for a nice effort.
So I guess that's why I want to ask, because it seems like we improved since last year. Last year we got bounced in the first round. This year we
Very disappointing.
struggled our ass off to get through the first round,
Yeah.
but we got through it. And so it's like, are we looking at incremental improvement? Because now we might be losing some of our stars, and now we're looking at hitting the reset button. So is this season as a total, is this enough to bring everybody back next season and then try to get a bigger push next season? Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we treading water?
Well,
I'll go to Richie Richburg.
I think we're treading water. Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. It's Cleveland.
I
It's always a
We
a
expected-
depressing state of things usually.
Well, okay, like in the LeBron era, we kind of had
Yeah.
the same thing. We got bounced in early rounds, then we went to later rounds, then we went to the finals. So we saw a progression. You don't see a progression from this team? You think that we're kind of cooked like a goose?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see a hopeful next season.
Why is that?
Because, I'm not sure if Donovan's coming back.
So if Donovan doesn't come back, is that going to open up our team to have a lot of cap space and room to wheel and deal? We're going to get somebody else, or just going to kind of be a bottom feeder from now on?
Somewhere in the middle of those two options.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah.
All right, Scotty Tuhati, what do you think about the
Shit.
season total, and are we progressing?
Well, I'm just gonna go out on a couple limbs here and kind of the feedback I got, just people I talked to. First of all, I think there's gonna be some type of coaching change. It's coming.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, and I think the ownership and all that, and the GM's gonna, Altman, everything's gonna stay in place in that thing. But I think a coaching change is probably inevitable because that's
I'm not a
it
big
has to
fan
happen.
of Bickerstaff.
But
it's Bickerstaff or Bitterstaff?
Yeah.
I'm not a big
Yeah,
fan.
and a lot of people are, but he's slowly progressing, and what he's done is admirable. But I would not even care if they decide to grow with him. To me, that's it. Because basically he can call the plays, he can do this, he can do that all day long. But if you're not making the shots and making the rebounds, and the talent you have, how the fuck is that?
That's the
Bitter's
talent
gas
on
fault.
the court. Yeah.
So I'll overlook that. So Corey Altman's going to stay there. He's calling the shots over there. Obviously you got Gilbert. I hope he hands the team off to LeBron. We talked about that. So we'll go down to progression.
Oh,
Sell the
yeah,
team to
LeBron.
James. keep Altman in place because everybody likes him, and new coach, if you feel this guy's the right thing, and then you get down to the plays, and I think Mitchell does not want to stay here. I just believe that. So what we have to do is maximize our value. Go there. We'll see in the next couple of weeks. He'll sign his extension deal. If he signs his extension deal, that means he's here.
I think Bickerstaff needs to go.
See, the best player on the Cavs, let's just go it this way. Best player on the Cavs is definitely Mitchell.
Yep.
If he wants to stay, we have to work around him. If he wants to go, let's get what we can for him, whatever it is, because he's got one more year left guaranteed. We can keep him around, but then we can fiddle around and play hurt, and when it's time and over, he can just walk away and we get jack shit for him. So
we're going to kiss him goodbye.
Yeah, I think I already
yes.
kissed him goodbye. Yeah, bye-bye. Thank you for your effort, but, if you do stay, we'll work around you, but maybe that's like where the James thing comes in place. I don't know. I'm just hoping for the best, but there's going to be shake-up in the personnel for sure. So
they said Bickerstaff, he was like arguing a call the other night when he should have just been back regrouping, like he was over reacting to a call.
Right, but you got to, like when you're a coach like that, you got to like stick up your players and yell. You got to show some teeth. And I'd rather
you got to be a big
teeth.
cheerleader for your
I'd
team.
rather you got to fight. You got to stand up for it instead of sitting there with your hands crossed, looking all stupid, pissed off. You know what I mean? Go out there and yell or just do something at least. Throw something.
Get back and regroup and try to
what I
make the next play happen.
Yeah, I like when
somebody
the
out
coaches are
there.
animated, like the veins popping out of their neck.
Right.
They're shouting because they're
Right.
going to bat for their team. They're trying to fire their team up.
So I can do it too. I can be like,
Exactly.
Come and get your fucking acting skills again. I don't know what to say, but I just don't think he's
Scotty knows what's up.
I feel like they need a coach that's like, is a step above. Nothing wrong with him. Like Bickerstaff seems like one of the best assistants in the league, or he could lead another team. But just he's not right for the Cavs, or he's something just ain't right there. Fit ain't right there because to take a next step, you got to look how we grew. I would not be disappointed if they say Bickerstaff stay in. We're staying in place. We got here. We're
we
growing.
didn't do the
Wait till
worst.
next year.
I mean, okay,
Yeah,
there was an
I would
epic
not
collapse after the All-Star break.
Injuries.
But we still did get through the first round, even though we were clawing our way through with injuries. So, I think maybe he did enough to save his job. I'm not sure, but I mean, let's get
they
to it.
also lost game on purpose, basically.
Well, but
Oh,
doesn't-
boy.
I
Oh,
mean,
boy.
you can't say that. Whatever.
I'll get there in a second.
Gives
but-
a fuck about that. So let's look at it this way. It all hinges on Mitchell.
I didn't
You know
like
what I
that.
mean? If you
No,
got
not
one more-
Mitchell. Hold on.
you do, because
Let's
if
stop
we-
jumping. We're not the Cavs. We can't be all over the
Okay.
place.
Well,
We're on
I
Bickerstaff.
got
Let's
a
get on
damn push.
Bickerstaff. We
Right.
can't go everywhere. Let's
Right.
get on Bickerstaff because
I say go.
is he awesome?
JB Bickerstaff.
Is he
I
awesome?
say bye-bye. But
Because
it
like
depends
we
on
talked
Mitchell.
about over and over and over again. I was getting tired of us talking about this. The third quarter nap.
Right.
And it's like, the players come out, they look flat. Well,
Right.
is it the players' fault or is it the coach's fault? Because the coach's got a plan for the adjustments after the halftime. So
Who the
Bickerstaff
fuck's
wasn't doing
serving
the job.
the Gatorade over there?
And he's got to motivate them to a certain extent.
Motivate. I don't give a shit about that. I think you
It's
got to
not
come
working.
in. You got to see what they're doing, and you got to adjust.
Make
to
adjustments.
it. Yes,
Straight.
because the other coach is doing that. The
The
other coach
same
is coming
exact
in.
thing, yeah.
He's making adjustments to the Cavs. The Cavs look terrible in the
Right.
third quarter because our coach, he's out in there sitting on his thumb like, well, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Just keep on doing the same damn thing.
Yeah,
Right.
So
it's
come
the
out.
same-
You got to make adjustments every halftime. Come on, it's like the most basic thing in sports.
Well,
you got a halftime.
Nick,
That's your time to
I got to say
regroup.
something here. I got to say
Let's go,
something right
Scotty.
here.
Come on.
That's right. You're making adjustments, and you make your stupid adjustments, but he has no fucking counter adjustments, which is the fucking most irritating thing ever.
Oh.
He adjusts. Of course, he's going to make adjustments, but they're fucking turnball adjustments sometimes. And you got to have some counter adjustments.
That's the eternal
You know,
debate.
Right.
Is it the
and
coach's
that's why,
fault or the
that's why
players?
getting back in, not to like rehash some points, but I just wanted to finish up this one thing, and I'll shut the fuck up the rest of the show. But it's just like
No, don't shut up.
I say if like Mitchell's gone, I think Bickerstaff stays, but if Mitchell stays, I think Bickerstaff's
Oh,
gone.
really? You think it's
Yeah,
one or
that's
the
what I
other?
fucking was get. That's the point I was trying to get to.
Okay, all right.
So, you can understand. Okay,
Really?
Mitchell's going. He can be like, oh, fucking this guy want to go anyways. And the boys to train on me. But, you got to disfigure your core pieces are obviously Mobley and Garland. And I think I got Jarrett Allen for another year or so. But then you're going to have your four pieces. That's all hinging on Mitchell. I'm saying it's all hinging on Mitchell.
All right, let's get to Richie Rich on this. Do you think it's one or the other? Do you think one of them's got to go? Mitchell or
for
Bickerstaff?
No.
I got a controversial opinion. I think.
Oh yes, okay, let's go.
I think they're
Controversial
both gone.
opinion.
I think they're both gone.
Oh boy,
That's
both gone.
Bickerstaff and Mitchell.
I put if I had $1,000 to put on, you got to do like what I said.
Mitchell's leaving,
or
and
what you said,
Bickerstaff
I
is
put
going to be
1,000 on
fired.
you.
That's
Okay.
yeah.
I agree.
Well, heads are gonna roll. Let's clear them out. Let's. bring
I
the
hate to
things
be
to do.
pessimistic, but
LeBron.
that's what I think.
Oh, and you think they're clearing out for LeBron?
Yes.
Because
I-
LeBron's
oh, I
probably going
would
to want
hope
to pick
so.
his own coach.
But if
Lots of people get married 3 or 4
LeBron
times.
contacted Mitchell,
That's
Mitchell
the-
might stay.
That's the intrigue.
Mitchell
Okay.
might stay. Yeah.
And then-
LeBron's
and
wearing
then
his GM hat.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like trying to control the future
Right.
of
And then we all know
Cleveland basketball, basically.
LeBron gets to pick the head coach. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Okay, there we
yeah.
go.
Oh, that's like a given. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's
you heard here first, folks.
Yes.
Bickerstaff out. Mitchell's staying because LeBron's coming in
Yeah.
town. He's going to be the coach. He's going to be the GM.
Right.
He's going to be the owner.
It's gonna
and
be-
he's going to be the baller.
This is going to be
And
a
his son's
very
gonna be the ball
fascinating
boy.
offseason.
It is.
Very.
Well, we
fa-
already figured it out. We just
Yeah.
got to wait for the pieces to fall.
Yeah, we just got to see what happens.
LeBron's coming back confirmed.
Right.
Bickerstaff gone. Mitchell stays. All right, let's go.
Lots
And we'll get his son too.
right.
Let's
His
get an
son
applause
gets
for
to be a
that.
ball boy.
Hey, we figured it out. Okay.
Finally figured it out.
There you go. It wasn't too hard. We just had to have
Yeah.
Scotty Tuhati and Richie Rich coming on the program.
Yes.
They'll tell you everything
Right.
you need to know. Bring it in here,
Well,
boys.
lots of people get married 3 or 4 times.
Let's
over.
get a
We
cheers.
did our
in for that.
calculations
Same
and we figured it out.
There you go. We got our advocates out. We figured everything out.
Hey,
That's
we'll
all
take
you
care of
need
you.
to know. The
Right.
Cavs are set next year.
Beautiful.
LeBron and Bronny and Mitchell, and definitely not Bickerstaff
Right.
because he's a little bit too bitter with his staff. So Bickerstaff, kick rocks. You go into walking.
Right.
Tomorrow morning
Absolutely.
you'll have your walking papers.
Yeah, and Tristan Thompson.
I
all them
agree
crazy bitches,
completely.
They live down the street. I don't think they're going anywhere. I don't even think they left. Stay away from
Nothing
my house.
further from the truth.
There
Nothing.
you go. Well, that's all we got to say about the Cavs. You can't say anything better than
Uh-uh.
that. So, have you seen the?
It's been a great night.
I mean, it's been a terrible night, but it's been a great season.
Yeah.
Richie Rich.
A great night for a podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but not for Cleveland sports.
We want to thank everybody for viewing, subscribing. Make
Thank
sure
you.
to share with your friends. Make sure to hit that like button. Smash that subscribe.
Yes,
For
please
sure.
do
And
it.
Scotty, do
Please.
you have a shout out?
Hey, you know, thank
Anybody
you for,
tuning in from Brazil?
Yes, you know, the person from Brazil. What was it? Rodrigo. Thank you from Brazil. Thank you for all your help. And April said, "Gay" or some shit. Good evening. And
Oh, okay, Brazil.
Yep.
That's
you.
Portuguese. I don't know
I
that.
have no
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
Donde estás la biblioteca? That's all I know in
I
Spanish.
have no idea.
And yes, there's hope for Cleveland. In every
sure.
sport, there's always hope.
I'm glad you said that because let's get to the Browns action a little bit. Did you see that Browns schedule?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about 4 primetime games this year?
That's pretty cool.
We
Yeah,
got
very.
2 Thursday nights and 2, what was it, Sunday night football?
Yeah, we got a Thursday, Monday, and a Sunday.
And the first half of the season looks pretty decent.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got producer George coming in. Hey, producer George, you got any questions for the panel about the Cavaliers or the the Browns schedule? Hey,
Nice.
Hey.
thank you very much for
Wow.
tuning in, intros. Thank you very much for the new
Producer
news
George.
viewers.
Oh.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
game against the Cowboys. That's going to be a Tom Brady's first broadcast.
Oh, that's right. Hey,
I
you
love
want
it.
to be in for Tom Brady? Oh, this man loves Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady's overrated.
We'll see how he does as a broadcaster.
See, I'm glad that you brought that up because everyone keeps on calling him the GOAT. But I'll go on record. I will call him the most overrated of all time.
Oh.
Tom Brady.
I kind of agree with you.
Hey!
I kind of, yeah.
Most overrated. Tom Brady, not the GOAT. He's the moat.
Ah.
Yeah, because, just as I was putting in the comments, Tom Brady, he's got a lot of rings. I don't care how many
Yes.
rings you got because he was tossing the ball up to the Gronk monster. You just had to toss it 15 feet in the air,
Yeah.
and Gronk would grab it out of the air with
Yes.
his teeth and spike the
I
football.
agree with you.
And he had Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick is a great cheater.
He
Yeah, we had.
He was in the
Spy-
best system.
Spygate. We had
Not necessarily the
Deflategate.
best quarterback, but
Yeah,
in the best
he's
system.
surrounded by a ton of incredible talent all his career.
I was
And he was
around for the
ready-made.
training camps for Belichick back in the day, and you know, I like to kind of think us Cleveland people.
I
helped him
completely
out of
agree
cheats.
with you.
Hey, most overrated of all time. Moat. Let's get a cheer for that. And an applause. Most overrated. Okay.
Right.
And I think he's probably not going to be that good in the up in the booth either. I mean, you got a lot of players coming in the booth and they don't know what the hell is going
Yeah,
on.
he's going to have his
Yeah.
welcome to Cleveland moment for the season opener. And
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to let him know what a goat he is because we're Clevelanders.
Oh, go like bah.
And it's a 4:50. It's a 4:25 game.
Hey,
So we start tailgating like
There she
Saturday
is.
nights.
Yeah.
So
Hello, goodbye.
I'm sure half the Cleveland Brown fan base will be awake for this season opener 4:25 kickoff.
I plan to start drinking early in the morning.
Ain't nobody even gonna. Half of us ain't gonna see the kickoff.
Now here's the question. So the very first game of the season, we play America's team,
Right.
the Cowboys. If we beat the Cowboys the first game of the year, will we become America's team?
Yes, we already are considered America's team. Actually, our all-time record against a mighty Americans team, we're 18-14 against the fucking Cowboys. So fuck you, Cowboys.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think we overcome the
Yeah.
Cowboys.
The only reason why they were America's team, because I'll tell you the truth behind this fucking story, which is crazy, is that like a lot of back in the day when the football started really getting rolling in the 80s and everything, Dallas was on a different time zone. So they always had the 4 o'clock frickin' game. So they
Yeah,
were a
always the
national
later.
game of the week because they had no pinpointed rules. So everybody's seen the Tony Hills and Tony Dorsetts and all them little Danny Whites and all that. You know, they were cool and everything, but it was like, oh, America's team.
America's
Fuck your
team.
America's
I think
team.
they actually lost that title.
Right.
I don't think they're the
Okay,
America's team anymore.
They ain't done shit since fucking.
I think it's like San
you know,
Fran now.
fuck about 5
Well, you know,
some
I
years
think
after us.
I think the biggest reason why the
Fuck you.
Cowboys have been America's team for so long is because of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. And my question is, when are the Browns going to get some cheerleaders?
They-
I agree.
They ruined
We,
it. with
yeah,
Armodell.
they need to step up
Armodell
and
wouldn't
finally
have
get some
cheerleaders.
cheerleaders.
We need some ladies on the show to tell us when
Well-
the Browns are going to get some cheerleaders. I know it's cold weather. I know
We
they're
get-
wearing their
we-
skimpy little outfits, but come on, man. The Browns are pretty good. Get us some freaking cheerleaders in
Yeah, it's about time.
here.
And if we get a dome, for sure.
Oh, yeah,
they got
Dome is
problems.
For
coming.
sure they got to get cheerleaders.
we got to
Yeah.
make sure. We'll wait till Deshaun Watson's out of town.
Actually, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
That's a good-
Yeah,
we're working
let's
on
put a
it. We're
pause on
working
those
on it.
cheerleaders. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Richie Rich, have you ever gone down to the Muni lot and tailgated for a Browns game?
Unfortunately, I have not.
Oh, guess
No.
what's coming up this year?
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
yeah.
Oh, you're in for a
I'm for
treat.
sure gonna be doing it this year.
Dude, give me a cheers for that
You're in
because
for
we're
a
going to be
treat.
going live from the Muni
Cheers.
lot.
You're in
Hell
for a
yeah.
treat.
I've
Brown-
only tailgated on the outskirts,
Shout out to my
Okay.
boys, the
but
Muni Lot
never at the
Brown Bag-
Muni lot.
Muni Lots Brown Backers. Shout out.
Only by
Bye,
West,
boys and girls,
West
West
ladies
6th
and gentlemen.
and by the other area.
No. You got to
Yeah.
come down to the Muni
Yeah,
lot.
that's the real place.
Yeah.
That's the real, yeah.
That's a town amongst
I've been
towns.
at the little pansy places.
Come on down with
I
us.
gotta
We're
come-
going to get it.
I gotta
Oh,
come to
yeah.
the real
Yeah.
This is top of the food chain.
tailgating.
Have you ever seen?
Not even kidding you.
Have you ever seen a leaf blower that's converted into a toilet paper shooter?
I have
Because
not.
they have that at the Muni lot. We're going to be dousing those fans, those opposing fans. There's going to be nowhere you can hide. There's going to be nowhere you can get
I'm
away.
ready
You'll
to
be
see
doused
this.
with the toilet paper because your opposing fans are shit.
I'm ready to see. I'm ready to witness this.
Come bear witness. Well, come
Yeah.
on down with us. We'll be getting it real nice and good for the Brown season.
It's
Heck
going to
yeah.
happen this year.
So
No.
let's just dive right into some of the season games because everybody.
Well, I got
loves to
one more
play.
question. If you let me get one more question.
Sure.
All right, I got another question for Richie Rich.
Okay.
Well, so you haven't seen the tailgating atmosphere down at the Muni lot, but do you think we're going to lose something if we can move the stadium over to the airport? We're not going to have the Muni lot. We're not going to have the game day atmosphere anymore. Or do you think we're going to be pining for days of fast when we move the stadium over there?
Actually, no. I think we'll still be able to maintain the same kind of energy.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Sure.
Because we're Cleveland. You got to
Yes.
be tough.
Yeah,
Take our
you could always depend on Cleveland to come through with craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus
And
I heard
energy.
they're going to build them both. They're going to fix up that stadium they got down there, and they're going to build all that crap out of the airport. Do it all. Don't be doing half shits and you dumbasses.
Yeah.
Well,
Build
that's
everything.
like $5 billion
We gotta-
worth.
I don't give a shit. It ain't my money. Build all it. Build everything. Build everything, you dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Then we'll make more money.
Okay,
That's how
build
it
it,
works.
they will come.
Build it all.
Build
Yeah.
it, let's win the goddamn Super Bowl, and then we'll be
That's
all
right.
smiling ear to ear. All right, what do you
Well,
I
got on
think
the
the
schedule?
diehard Clevelanders
okay.
will still maintain the
We'll be
same
fine.
level
Yeah.
of insanity.
This
Okay.
is like the best fan base, in my opinion, on the planet. I ain't seen nobody more loyal than you have to put up with so much garbage and crap,
Yes.
and then everybody stays strong, and they're not. It's like nobody jumps ship. You know, we're not like some of these
Other
jackasses around
cities.
the
Oh,
Cleveland
there's-
town. These jackasses around the Cleveland town. They're like, oh, we're Pittsburgh fans all of a sudden because my uncle Daddy did a dad.
I got this little towel or whatever.
because they're winning and
We're like all in
And
100%.
fuck
Yeah, it's
Get outta
actually
here.
the
So-
Cleveland fan base is one of the biggest around the world because there's Browns backers bars all
Biggest-
over the country,
all over-
and
biggest
all
Browns
over the
backer
world.
fantasy everywhere. Right, and it's good.
Florida,
And
anywhere.
Thank God, I'm gonna point to all you treaders. You weeded out. Bye bye. Don't come back. You're not allowed back on the train.
Adios, adios.
You waved once. That's all you get. 'Cause we're brown.
We're Browns.
We bleed brown and orange.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got
so
on the
like my
schedule?
Band-Aid is bleeding brown and orange.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
Shut up!
All
We
right,
gotta get you to the hospital.
what do you got on the schedule? Then
Blood
we got
dries on the Band-Aid that's orange in it.
what do you got on the schedule? Then we got to end the show.
Yeah, no problem. And then say we got week 2. We are at Jacksonville. This is like a
Jacksonville,
1 o'clock
yeah.
game, so that's good. You know, we can stagger up the bar at noon.
Yeah. We'll probably be coming around here.
We
to,
have,
three.
we have a chance
break
in
it
that
down
one. Yeah.
Week 3 at home against the Giants. That ought to be good.
We gotta win that
Yeah,
one.
that ought to
New
be good.
Yorkers.
We gotta get that
We're going to be
one.
pinning our ears back for that one.
Whatever
Yes.
you think you are, well, you come
Nick
on down.
Chubb will be back.
Oh yeah, and then we are.
Nick Chubb coming back.
Ooh,
Let's
look
get an
at this
applause for that. Come on, Nick Chubb.
And this is what everybody was waiting for because this is week 4, and that's going to be at Las Vegas. It's going to be a 4 o'clock
Oh,
game.
man.
So that's like, anybody want to take a road trip?
That's like once every 8 years. Once every 8 years, we get
Yeah.
to play Las Vegas in
Because
Las
now
Vegas.
because now they're in Las Vegas. So and
I
mean,
think we're gonna
but
take that
see,
one.
what happens though, you could be more or less because it like 'cause
I think-
every year if you because they were in second place, we're in second place. That's the reason why we're playing them this year. So we alternate, so we match up against them. So it may be less than 8 years because it depends on because there's 4 divisions in the AFC. So if you're in second place, you're in second place every year. You
I
automatically
didn't think
rotate.
that's how they did that.
It's weird. Yeah, it's kind of.
No,
we'll get
that's
into
not
that
what I
at
read.
another time, but
That's
they
not what I
fell
read.
in our lap, and they just happened to fall away, and then we get another home game against the team we're not playing in our same division. So we'll just keep ahead, and then we're at the mighty Washington Redskin Commanders. And,
We got that one.
And
We
these
got it.
these dudes are about as big as turnbucket as we've been. They're decades.
All right. Well, we don't got to go through the whole thing. We can
That's
get
okay.
the first 4 weeks, and then we'll
Okay,
we'll come
so-
back with the because we did a
We'll
rundown.
most
and
likely
get the
split
mid
with
one.
So
Uh,
I'm just going to jump
with the
ahead. I'll
division
just
rivals.
Right. I'm going to jump ahead with nice little things. So we get there where I was kind of at. We have 3 road games and then 3 at home games, and those are all falling kind of like in the October area. And then we have our bye
Okay.
week, which is kind of nice because 3 road games is going to be a lot, but then the team actually gets to sit home and regroup for a good month because then they take a week off of the bye week and everything. So they'll be at home for a month without having to worry about
We have
any
a
road
nice
games.
a nice week for
So-
the bye week.
Yeah, I mean, time permitted, I definitely the next sports thing. I'm going to get into more in depth with the schedule and everything because there's, that's when the crux of our schedule comes in with a lot of Thursday, Sunday night, Monday night games, and then there's going to be the time flex factor and everything. So it's a good, nice start to the season if we come out hot and win. These are a lot
Nice.
of winnable games at the start of the year. If we can come out hot and mow through win 2 out of 3 of everything for the first 9,
End up
10
with
games,
a
we're
winning
in a
record.
good spot.
Well, this is just a preview, just get whetting
Sure.
your appetite. We'll talk way more about the Browns because we're a Browns town, but we're also going to be getting you some Ohio State coverage.
Yep.
And since the Cavs are now over, maybe we'll get a little around the league for basketball, but we'll definitely get you much more baseball, much more Browns, even
sure.
some other sports. We'll get some racing updates.
Some Guardians.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Some
we're
old-
all over the place.
some
We're
old
covering
Indian-
all the
Maybe some
sports.
golf and tennis.
Big wrestling.
Well, you're the tennis expert. so-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let us know the next time you want to come on. Give us
Yeah.
some tennis
Well,
updates.
yeah, maybe some
End
big
of
tournaments coming
end
up.
of
and
May is the start
good-
of the French Open.
30
Oh, boy.
seconds. Yeah.
All right, end of May French Open. So yeah, we got a lot of great sports to look forward
Yeah.
to.
Good clay court season
Yeah, but-
finale.
But all good things must come to an end. So we're going to do
Sure.
our last word here. Richie Rich, you have a last word for our viewing audience, and thank you very much for tuning in.
Yeah, I appreciate the Cavs. Great season,
Here's the
but
Cavs.
it ended
Good
on
season.
a
Good
sour
season.
note.
Yeah, speaking of good things that must come to an end.
But the Guardians are still
The
going.
Guardians still going strong.
So
They got
who knows what could
160
happen?
games.
Maybe we'll make
Right.
the playoffs.
We need to
There
win.
you go.
So we need to win championships.
Scotty Tuhati, last word on the show.
Looking forward to a lot. Yeah, it's like the exciting sports town. I love it. And like you said, all good things have to come to an end. Great effort, Cavaliers. You progressed very slowly. I'm looking forward to the changes. We'll keep you updated on that. And, there's going to be a couple moves, is always natural. And get more into the schedule. Buckeyes, like you said, the Guardians and everything. And at least we're trending upward. Our teams ain't, what do I like to call it, dog balls anymore. At least
We're not dog balls, we're
not
dog fighting.
dog balls anymore. At least we're middle of the pack.
Mhm.
We're lower to upper scrotum.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Lower. Now we really got to end this show. We're lowered up our
Provocative.
scrotum. God damn.
We ain't tip yet. We ain't the goat. But
Now we're delving into the
Right.
provocative territory.
Oh, boy. All right, we've been getting
I
in our
like-
cups a little bit.
proud of
I
our
like
efforts.
it, I
Nick,
like it.
Any other generalizations that you thought, because you got your eyes all over the scene on the sports thing. What have you really what do you think you noticed or anything, and what are your wrap-ups on, like anything Cleveland sports? Dogfight.
Dogfight Sports. Well, I got to say, the Cavaliers, they gave us a pretty damn good season. It's been a hell of a ride. It's much better than, the 90s era Cavs or in between the LeBron era
yeah.
Cavs where we were losing
Absolutely.
a billion games a year. So it's been a good ride. We
I'm
couldn't
hoping-
get all the way there because of injuries and bullshit and whatever the hell. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We're not going to reload. We're just going to retool. So keep the good shit.
Let's hope Donovan stays.
Bring in a superstar. All right, LeBron, come on back. Bring your kid too.
Let's
Bron.
do it, LeBron.
Why the
Let's-
hell not? Round 3, okay. But I'm excited for the Browns come out. I can't wait to get down to that meeting lot. We're going to get a lot of great action for you guys. Guardians been going strong. Big thanks to our co-hosts that couldn't make it on this show.
It's going to be a fun time.
You listen to us, Rand and Tito Baseball Whisperer. Thank you for doing this, the
Thank you.
baseball.
Yes.
We're taking care of the other sports.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Richie Rich,
Yes.
for coming on this
Nice.
one. Scotty
Absolutely.
Tuhati, as
Always
always.
pleasure.
I've been Nick New Name, and the last thing we got to do is bark it out.
Oop.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh.